Sometimes asking a question can give more answers than expected. So what is the first question? That in itself is a good question. Shall we begin? 3 pins in a map are linked in some way. They are part of a bigger picture totaling 10 art spaces throughout the region. Though we are interested in 3 in particular. The question, how are these spaces linked? Pin 1, Patria Studios, once an old boxing centre and social club. With so many friendly faces it still remains social. A path leads us, exploring up 61 stairs top to bottom, but creating another question, how did that paint get there? Pin 2, Boxing House. Built in 1968, this concrete wonder is a space of exploration. Let's go in, and up, and up, and up. Open space and industrious decor give a functional character to this old building. There is something mysterious and exciting going on here. Pin 3, Union 105. Once resting on the route of a main Leeds tramway, this space has had many incarnations, including that of a sauna. Retaining a relaxed air, it now welcomes you with artefacts and treasures of unique splendour. A tranquil space that excites the mind. I'm getting a good idea of this. We've seen the locations, however I need a bigger clue. Let's talk to some people.
Hi, I'm Martha.
Maybe not all at once.
I consider myself a process artist. The world around me disappears. And that zoning region, I kind of do it.
My story for the past 10 years, it's been in and out of fashion, but definitely that's where the dream was to end up.
I like to write about things and people who tend to be invisible or disregarded.
She told the stories every night and they stopped just at the exciting point. So he had to keep her alive another day, and then this went on for 1001 nights. Alf Lila while Lila took.
A lot of my work focuses on portraiture, basically a practice that's developed around the people that I meet. You can get sort of lost in a way in their stories.
We're interested in inventing history and kind of playing with existing histories. We're always just describing ourselves as weirdos, so I thought Leeds Weirdo Club just seemed to make sense.
Yeah, I guess I write about all sorts of things. I'm kind of of the firm belief that poetry should be about everything. But how lucky we would be to see it, to be here.
I spend forever just wandering around nowhere, so the bits that no one else ever goes to. You're wandering between worlds.
I have a really artisanal approach to my material, and I treat it very much as a craft rather than remaining removed from the image and just doing everything in an editing suite.
What I find, because I work day to day as a graphic designer, I often have ideas that aren't relevant to the job, but I can then pursue those through the printmaking.
So all of this work is my research during this year. The whole project is for me to respond to the archives about whaling and the past of Hull as a whaling port.
Wow, that is a lot of information. But have we got the answer to our original question? In fact, what was the original question again?
I work with Street Arts as a program assistant for nearly 9 months now, so it's great to combine doing my artwork here but also doing my other job.
I first encountered East Street Arts a couple of years ago at an event they were doing. I asked them if they'd consider giving a studio space to a writer. I think I was the first, and they did.
I wanted somewhere where I could have a base, have a working space. So East Street's really given me opportunities.
It's just been fantastic. I just absolutely love being able to come in here and then work and see what everyone else is up to. It's great.
I found it really useful to be part of a kind of community and a network of creative people.
I think I'm the longest member of East Street now.
Doing my first collection here at East Street Arts, and it's going well. A bit daunting and scary, but it's going well.
I use it as a studio space to develop my own practice, but then downstairs there's also a project space which I use for workshops for working with teenagers. It's been a great space to use.
And it's just such a wonderful facility where you can keep all your stuff, you can make a mess if you want, you know, and you can have your stuff everywhere, and so yeah, it's just brilliant.
Especially when they first started, I don't think there was anything like a building like this in terms of provision, like for artists.
Being a member of East Street Arts is really amazing for my practice. I just wouldn't be able to do what I do if I didn't have this space. It's just a really nice place to be.
Be curious, ask a question, then enjoy the journey. East Street Arts Open Studios, welcoming you to explore.